Hello lovelies and welcome to the channel. So this is a pretty quick art journal video today, but basically what I wanted to show you with this video was how I make an art journal page out of one of my cleanup pages. So if you've watched any of my art journal videos, you may have noticed that sometimes I tend to clean off my stencils and my paintbrushes onto an empty page of my journal. And it gives me sometimes the start of a background and sometimes what just looks like a hot mess. As was the case with this page. Now I will link to the video below that I did on the right hand side, because this left hand side was me literally just cleaning off my stencil and my stamps from the page I'd done on the right. So I'll link to that video because you'll actually see me start this left hand side in that video. But I haven't sped this video up at all. It's a very, very short video. So basically I had the base for my background already there. I had some stenciling that I had cleaned off. So it's actually the reverse of a stencil. So when I've cleaned off my stencil, it has left an impression through the stencil. And then I used some really cool new foam stamps to stamp the word boys, because I was writing boys will be boys, but I was testing out the stamp first and seeing what kind of coverage I would get with the paint and with the ink. So I was using the left-hand side of this journal to test that out. And when I put it all together, and it was, it was just a clean off page, and I thought, I'm going to see if I can turn this into a journal page, and I decided to record the process so I could show you just how I could do that. So what I've done is I've applied a colour on top of all of that, and this is Caribbean Blue from my Colour Blast colour sprays. It took me a bit to get that on there because it is almost empty. It's one of my favourites. And then I've grabbed the same stencil and I'm using some Road Base colour spray to just spray some more of that pattern onto the page. So I've got a bit more stenciling on there, but it doesn't look as haphazard. It actually looks much more intentional. And that's just giving me more depth to my background. So as you can see, I'm not really doing much to this page at all that wasn't already there. Yes, I am doing splatters because I love splatters, but my page wasn't dry enough when I did it. So they just sort of, because these inks are water reactive, they just bled into the page, and I hate that. I love really crisp splatters. So I dried my page again and did some more splatters. So this is where I do something different. Now, I don't tend to put photos in my art journal, but this photo was just screaming to be used on this page. The colours matched perfectly. I didn't actually have this picture in mind when I started this page. I picked up a colour and decided to see if I could turn this into a background. And then with the boys, boys, boys everywhere and this beautiful blue, it was begging for this photo. And very rarely do I use photos in my art journal, but I couldn't go past this. It was just perfect. And this is probably one of my most favourite photos of my boys. This was one of those days when we were just mucking around on the lounge, and I snap away. I loved a digital camera, or in this case my iPhone, because you can snap a million photos and literally just go back and delete the ones that didn't quite work out. And this was one of those times. We're all mucking around, they're jumping over each other, and I'm just snapping away. And I got this gem of a photo, and I love this photo. And this art journal page actually inspired a scrapbook layout. So I originally had this photo printed to scrapbook, but I tend to put a bunch of photos on my desk ready to go. So whenever I get in the mood, I'll just pick one up. And that's what I did here. I just picked it up and it suited this layout perfectly, or this art journal page. And as I'm doing this page, I'm like, this would make a fantastic background for a scrapbook layout. And I did do it, and I absolutely love it. So I will share that with you soon. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to show you a very quick video, very, very quick video, of how I've turned one of my cleanup pages into an art journal page, and an art journal page that I actually really love. So that was my goal today, to show you that. So I will link to the previous art journal page in the description below, so you can see what I mean by cleaning off my stencils, and you can see how that turns into this awesome page. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll be back real soon with more. Bye for now.